Welcome to yet another video. Dr. R.S. and you on the science of cosmetics and personal care products. If you type Ramesh Suria Surya Narayanan in the YouTube videos, you can get all my videos regarding this topic, and my email ID is this. You can write to me anytime. Today we are in part 93. In eye cosmetics we will discuss mascara. In part 91 we were discussing on introduction to eye cosmetics. You can go through that. Right? Now we will specifically discuss about the formulation aspects of mascara. Mascara or colored pigments mixed with fats and waxes have been used since ancient times to enhance the appearance of the eyelashes. Nowadays, the color, thickness and length of eyelashes are enhanced by using suspensions of color pigments in a film forming medium to which lengthening ingredients such as nylon flock can be added. False eyelashes or extension of mascara is also becoming the latest trend throughout the world for creating bold and good looks. False eyelashes are used for modifying the length and thickness of natural eyelashes to enhance the beauty. Right? So, mascara, eyelashes. This is also eyelashes. Usually applied on the eyelashes, upper eyelashes. Right? Here mascara and artificial eyelash products, right, are used. So, mascara is marketed almost exclusively in vials and must possess the following characteristics. Of course, it must be capable of easy and even application with an adequate deposit. It must be long wearing, resistant to flaking or smudging. It must not cake or clump, causing the eyelashes to stick together. It must not dry too rapidly to interfere with the evenness of application, but it should nevertheless dry fairly rapidly and be reasonably permanent once applied. It must be neither toxic nor irritating. Very important. It must be resistant to repeated microbial insult. So, microbially clean, because any pathogenic bacteria contamination can adversely affect the eye. Right? So, this is a very critical issue. It must be easily removed. Right? Of course, it must be long lasting. At the same time, it should be easily removed. Cake mascara was a very common form of product, but is no longer in use due to its inability to maintain a microbiologically pure product during repeated use with water. Cake mascara made using compressed powder technology. Currently, three types of formulations are currently in use. Anhydrous solvent-based suspension, which is waterproof but not smudge-proof, difficult to remove. Water in oil emulsion, also waterproof, not smudge-proof. Some formulations can be removed with soap and water. Oil in water emulsion, water-based. If the film is sufficiently flexible, can be flake proof and smudge proof. So, this is oil in water emulsion is widely used product formulation, and also somewhere anhydrous form also. Right? What are the building mascara? Building blocks. Mascara building blocks. Okay. So water, of course, this is mostly mascaras we discussed are oil in water type of emulsion, right? So water, volatile solvents, ethanol, isododecane and cyclomethicones, cyclopentasiloxane, no, they are cyclomethicones, it's a volatile silicone. So these are all volatile solvents. Emulsifiers, fatty acid soaps, mainly triethanolamine stearate soap, non-ionic emulsifier, cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol. So triethanolamine, right, when you use it in the formula triethanolamine, you have to use an antioxidant because of the nitrosamine. Triethanolamine can over a period of time can have a ppm level of nitrosamine as impurity, which is not desirable. So always all triethanolamine stearate soap based emulsions always have an antioxidant in the formula. So secondary emulsifier, cetyl alcohol and stearyl alcohol. Also triethanolamine grade, it has to be very pure grade of triethanolamine which has to be used. Any cosmetics, it is a rule, especially for the eye cosmetics, it has to be very stringent. Waxes, carnauba wax, beeswax, these are all examples, right? Pigments, ultramarine, lakes, iron oxide pigments, go to part 20. The pigments, all the pigments have been discussed in a great detail. Film formers, this is very, very important, that distinguish mascara from other products, right? Film formers, waterproofing polymers, acacia Senegal gum, ammonium acrylate copolymer, acrylate styrene, ammonium methacrylate copolymer, polyvinyl pyrrolidone, BP icosine copolymer, ethylene diamine, stearyl dimer dilineolate copolymer, ammonium acrylates copolymer, polyethylene. Some of the examples of the film formers that are used in mascara. Humectants, propanediol, butylene glycol. Humectants in the formula, in this type of formula doesn't allow the formulation to dry, it maintains the moisture balance, it doesn't allow it to dry easily when it is stored, right? Preservative including chelating agents, this is the chelating agent, disodium, trisodium EDTA. Other preservative, phenoxyethanol, capryl glycol, hexane diol, pentylene glycol, ethyl hexyl glycerin, sodium dihydroacetate, these are all antimicrobial preservatives. Dispersing agents, lecithin, example, lecithin. What this dispersing agent do? We have always we discussed it. Dispersing agent make the pigments to get wet properly in the continuous phase, here water, so that it is dispersed well. So it's a wetting agent or a dispersing agent. So because of these colors, they can have a core of air bubbles. So this reduces the interfacial the dispersing agents or the wetting agents reduces this interfacial surface tension between the air particles, the color particles and the continuous phase, and make the particles to wet, right? So this is very, very important. Otherwise, if the wetting is not proper, we discussed in calamine lotion and other products, suspensions, if the wetting is not proper, the suspension will not be stable, it will not be, suspension will not be proper, right? So wetting agent is always required in a suspension. Rheology modifying agents, xanthan gum, hydroxy ethyl cellulose, magnesium aluminum silicate, that alters the flow properties of the product. lash lengthening fibers, volumizing powders, right? Nylon 6 rayon. So these are the building blocks of mascara formula. So I have written the percentage, percentage range also here. So this is very, very important, right? So the breakthroughs in the formulation, right, can be achieved through understanding the latest development in the excipients, right? So there are the raw material supplier companies, they are doing a fantastic research on the new film formers, new emollients. You have to be abreast of what is happening in the area of the raw material industry, which I told you in the part 2 also, so that the formulation can be achieved easily, right? There are a lot of surface modified pigments which you can disperse it exceedingly well, and then these surface modifying pigments also improves the sensory of your product, right? There are excellent film formers that has come to the market, so you have to get into all the new developments happening very rapidly in this field and then use appropriately those ingredients in your formula, right? So this is one of the products available in the market, mascara product. So this is a oil in water emulsion. This is a oil in water emulsion, right? So water, paraffin wax, beeswax, polybutene, emollient, diglyceryl, polyacrylyl adipate 2, so film former, palmitic acid, stearic acid, so triethanolamine, and will be in the water phase. This will be in the water phase. So it will react, this stearic acid and palmitic acid will be in the oil phase. So while you add the oil phase to the water phase, what happens? Triethanolamine reacts with stearic acid and palmitic acid to form triethanolamine stearate soap, which is the emulsifier. Triethanolamine stearate soap forms oil in water emulsion. Water is the continuous phase here, right? VP icosine copolymer. This is the polymer used for lengthening the eyebrows. It's a film former and a pigment dispersant, right? It's a film former and a pigment dispersant. Acacia Senegal gum, Copernica, this is Carnauba wax, Candidilla wax, hydroxy ethyl cellulose, silica, these are all rheology modifiers, these are all waxes, silica, phenoxyethanol, preservative, panthenol, conditioner, butylene glycol, humectant, caprylyl glycol, preservative, tocopherol acetate, antioxidant, amino acid. So these are all the colors, right? These are all the colors. So basically it's an emulsion formulation, oil in water emulsion with triethanolamine stearate and palmitate as emulsifier, with paraffin wax, beeswax, Carnauba wax, Candidilla wax, other humectants, butylene glycol, conditioners, panthenol, caprylyl glycol, preservative, phenoxyethanol, preservative, then rheology modifying agents, hydroxyethyl cellulose, VP icosine copolymer, which is a film former and a pigment dispersant, and so this is basically an emulsion with all the building blocks we discussed before of the mascara and with colors, right? Basically the colors are dispersed in the water phase, heated to 75 degrees, dispersed in the water phase. The oil phase is heated to 75 degrees. The oil phase added to the water phase, emulsion is formed and it's filled. No, that's cooled and it's filled in the container. So now this is the formula for mascara. So here, what are the requirements of a mascara formulation, right? What is where it is used? What is the definition of a mascara product? What are the what are its requirement, formulation requirement, where it is used in the eyebrows? What are the building blocks of mascara formulation? These are all very, very important. So example of a formula from the label, right? So eye products, what is very, very important? It has to be microbiologically clean, right? Because any pathogenic bacteria contamination can affect the eye badly. So that is where the care should be taken in formulating eye care products. Again, mascara is again an emulsion, oil in water emulsion mostly, with pigments dispersed in and one of the unique thing in a mascara is the introduction of film formers in the formulation, right? So this is what I want to share with you on mascara. So we will see two photographs, one on the mascara product in the one sample, and the type of applicators, a photograph on the type of applicators used for applying mascara product. Thank you for connecting me in this video. Till we connect in the next video, be smiling, be happy. Bye.